The Franken tomato was marketed in 1993 as the first genetically modified produce. Although the tomato passed preliminary taste tests, consumers did not readily purchase the product. As a result, the market for genetically produced products has been aimed at farmers, not consumers. In conjunction with this change in marketing strategy, the Federal Food and Drug Administration decided that there was no need for further testing on genetically modified food. This conclusion was not based on scientific research, but on the premise that there was a consensus in the scientific community that produce that is genetically engineered is safe. In addition to the decision that there was no need for further testing, the decision was also made that there would be no legal requirement of labeling for those foods that were manufactured with genetically modified produce. The FDA made these determinations even though the law clearly states that in the case of food additives, there must be scientific research that clearly establishes safety. The validity of scientific research is rooted in the principles established by Robert Merton, which clearly state that scientific research must be scrutinized through peer review, replication, and the testing of rival hypotheses. The principles also establish the premise that those parties performing the test should not have a personal stake in the outcome of the experiment. Yet the FDA accepted test results from the company that stood to gain financially from a positive outcome of test results. Agribusiness states that the reason for the lack of independent study is that they are protecting their patent rights. They claim research made public would put their business at risk. Why should agribusiness be allowed to circumvent laws in order to prevent becoming a victim of civil malfeasance? If someone was to violate the patent rights of the corporation or the ethics of scientific research, then let the corporation seek recourse through the legal system. This is what the courts are for. The protection of the corporation should not supplant the rights of the consumer. Who is responsible for the safety of your food? Is it the Food and Drug Administration? Is it the companies involved with producing the food? Whose job is it? Without the labeling of genetically modified foods, the American consumer cannot exercise their right to choose. If the American public is restricted in economic choices, it is in jeopardy of losing political freedom. A people cannot be free if the government arbitrarily decides basic life decisions. And what could be more basic than deciding what you will eat?